It's in the game.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. The Jayhawks about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it back looking for help. So Fresno State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Fresno State right back to the line. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. The only important expectations are the runs inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Caught. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Off the play fake. Finds a tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Hill. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Takes a hit as he fires. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He makes a catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the tailback. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Got a little space. Lowers those pads. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football, try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from... There he goes! What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff. Breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throws to the tight end. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Addison. Got the back over the middle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Jayhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He's up to 55 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal.
Decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we driving back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Using the quick game. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little
breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Rock Chop! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed.
And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and... Wants to go up top. Under fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. Throws to the back. Got him in the open. Running to Green. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. To the air, it's Addison. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, Jayhawks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Fresno State.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. You've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends. Those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Fresno State will have to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on tape.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Firing to the right, complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Jayhawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, it's Addison. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He'll do it himself. And he'll lace it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might rip. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to...
He's got it down the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the... yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
He's brought down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
On target over the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely center cut. Now the lead is down to 11. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Handoff to the lone back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Addison. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. With the catch, it's Durham. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Jayhawks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to
turning it on. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Jayhawks are threatening on first and goal. To the air, it's Addison. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Chuck! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got him downfield. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him...
There he goes! He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Fresno State right back to the line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in it. And couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Dead center perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got a man. It's Brown. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Making side adjustments here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got the first down and more. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field.
42 Spider.
Back to throw. It's Addison. Finds his man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just now.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellington. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Got a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Try and play action. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Looking for blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Completes it in the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Here's a hit. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Back to pass on second down. Punts it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first down.
Lofts one high and deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. The Kansas offense returns to the field.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Oh, he makes the catch. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Fresno State right back to the line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On fourth down, going to the air. He fires to the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Just keep slinging it. Quickly complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Banks. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football. Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Makes the grab on the left. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Get set, get set.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open spaces. And he'll take it in, and how... Touchdown, Fresno State.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Banks. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This offense has been teaching a master class on 4th down. Already 4 for 4, and they'll try it again. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in.
Lost one deep down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over